Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 8th. So students, in the previous video we have started reading with our chapter number 6 from the book Honeydew. The name of the chapter is This is Geordie's Fawn. So we were reading about Geordie, who is a very kind-hearted boy, and now Geordie, he is very much concerned, he is very much worried for the fawn because they killed, it means Geordie's family, they killed the mother of that fawn, they killed the doe, right, just to heal, just to cure the father of Geordie. And now Geordie, he is thinking about the fawn who is all alone in the forest. So he is very much worried, and finally he is having the permission of his parents, and now he is going back to the forest just to look for the fawn, right. So that much we have read in the previous video. So now let's continue the chapter. So this is part 2. Let's read. Geordie gave himself over to thoughts of the fawn. So now Geordie, he is going back to the forest. He is sitting on the horse behind mill wheel. So now he was thinking about the fawn again and again. He was thinking only about the fawn. They passed to the abandoned clearing. So now they means Geordie and Millville, they are going to the forest, and now finally they passed to the abandoned clearing. So let's see the meaning first. Abandoned means left, or we can say the leftover. So what leftover clearing means? So students, in this picture you all can see this is the dense forest, right. So sometimes some particular part of the forest, they are being cleared, right, by the people. So suppose this is that part, right, and here you can see the leftover part, or we can say the tree trunks, they are lying here. Similarly we can say अगर वहाँ पे कोई ग्रास होता, कोई ग्रासलैंड होता, सो एक पर्टिकुलर पार्ट ऑफ दैट ग्रासलैंड उसको क्लीन कर दिया जाता, और आफ्टर दैट जो एंटायर ग्रास है उसको वहीं पे एज अ पाइल छोड़ दिया जाता. सो दैट मीन्स अबैंडन्ड क्लियरिंग. सो सपोज दिस इज द वे, ओके, एंड दे आर पासिंग फ्रॉम दिस वे. सो फाइनली they passed from the abandoned clearing. So these are the clearing, and these are the leftover clearing that are still lying there, okay. He said, cut to the north, Millville. So now finally when they passed that particular part, so now Geordie, now he is trying to analysis the direction कि कहाँ पे कौन से direction में they should go. So now Geordie is saying that cut to the north, Millville. It was up here that Pa got bitten by the snake and killed the doe, and I saw the fawn. So now why he is saying to cut to the north, because now जब वो उस clearing को pass करते हैं, then Geordie now he is able to recognize the place, and he is saying that it was up here where Pa got bitten by the snake. So in the previous video we have read that the father of Geordie, he was bitten by one of the rattlesnake, and finally they killed the doe, and this is the place where Geordie where he saw the fawn. So now Geordie, he is able to recognize the place. So he is saying cut to the north, because in that direction there is a place where the father of Geordie, he was bitten by the snake, and that was the place where they killed the doe, and yes, that was the place where finally Geordie, he saw the fawn. He realized that thing that this doe is having a baby also. Suddenly Geordie was unwilling to have Millville with him. So now they are moving ahead, they are going further. So now suddenly Geordie, he is having another feeling, another emotion. And so what is that? So now Geordie was very much unwilling, okay, to have Millville with him. So now Geordie, he wanted to be all alone there, and now he is not having the desire to have the company of Millville. वो बिल्कुल नहीं चाहता है कि जो Millville है वो उसके साथ रहे वहाँ पे. So why? So let's see. If the fawn was dead or could not be found, he could not have his disappointment seen. So what is the reason that now Geordie, he wanted to be all alone here, and he was having no desire to be accompanied by Millville? So the reason was because now he was thinking that if the fawn was dead, because that fawn is all alone there, that is a small baby, and obviously there are so many wild animals in the forest. So yes, this is very true that his life is in a great danger, and it is not at all certain that whether the fawn is alive or not. So now Jody, he is thinking about all the possibilities. So now he is thinking about the first option, that if the fawn was dead or they were not able to find the fawn, then at that time the disappointment then that he will be having. So वो बिल्कुल नहीं चाहता था कि उसकी जो disappointment है, उसके जो वो emotions है, वो Melville देख ले, right? So here we can imagine, we can see that how Jody, how desperate he is, that he has to find the fawn. So he is thinking that if any case he won't be able to find the fawn because maybe he is dead, or maybe they won't be able to find him. So at that time obviously Jody, he will be disappointed, he will be very sad. So बिल्कुल नहीं चाहता था कि उसकी जो disappointment की feeling है, जो emotions है, right? So वो Melville देख ले. And if the fawn was there, the meeting would be so lovely and so secret that he could not endure to share it. And now Jody, he is thinking about the second possibility. So what is the second possibility? The first possibility is that he won't be able to find the fawn, and the second possibility is that yes, he is able to find the fawn. So he is saying that if the fawn was there, if finally he was successful in his mission, then the meeting, वो जो moment होगा when finally he will be able to touch the phone, to hold the phone, so that meeting would be so lovely, that moment would be so precious, and it would be a very sacred moment for him, and never ever he want to endure to share it. Endure means tolerate. So never ever he will be able to tolerate this thing, that he is sharing that moment, he is sharing that precious moment with Melville. So this is the reason that now Jody, he wanted to be all alone there. He was having no desire to be accompanied by Melville right now, because he is thinking about both the possibilities, and yes, in both the possibilities finally he wanted to be all alone only. He said, "It's not far now, but the scrub is very thick for a horse. I can make it on foot." So वो directly Melville को कैसे बोले that he just wanted to be all alone. So now he is having one excuse. So now Jody is saying that it's not far now. So now Jody is saying this thing, that now I am able to recognize the place, and now I know that the place is not at all far, but the scrub that are here, that is very thick for a horse. So what scrub means? Scrub means we can say small tree and bushes. Like in this picture you all can see this group of small bushes and trees, they are known as scrubs. So yes, they are in the forest, and in the forest there are so many scrubs. So now Jody is saying that that place is not far from here, and the scrub that are there, they are very much thick, they are very much dense for a horse. So finally he said that I can make it on a foot. So he is saying that I will walk from here. So now you can go back with your horse, because this path is not at all suitable for the horse. So I will walk from here, but I am afraid to leave you, boy. So obviously Melville, he is a very responsible person. So first of all he is saying that I am very much afraid to leave you here, because this is a very dense forest and so many dangers are here. So obviously I am very much afraid to leave you here all alone. Suppose you got lost or got bitten by a snake too. So now Melville, he is sharing some of the doubts, some of the concerns that he was having at that time. So he is saying that suppose if you are all alone here in the forest and you just got lost and you were not able to find the path, or maybe you were also got bitten by the snake just like your father. So these are some of the possibilities, and yes, these all are true. So Melville, he is a responsible person, and now he is very much concerned for Jody, who actually wanted to be all alone there. I will take care. It might take me a long time to find the fawn if he is wandered. So now Jody, he is again trying to convince Melville. So he is saying that I will take care of myself. I am able to take care of myself. I will manage all the things. And next he is saying that it might take me a long time to find the fawn. So he is saying that maybe बहुत ज़्यादा time लग जाए fawn को ढूंढने के लिए if he is wandered. Why? Because जो fawn है वो एक जगह तो नहीं बैठेगा. So now Jody is saying that suppose he is wandering, he is walking, and maybe he is not on that place where first of all I noticed that yes, fawn is also there. So maybe he is not there, he is wandering, he is walking. So it will take me a lot of time, it will take me a very long time to find the fawn. So now he is trying to convince Melville that you just go back and I will do this thing all alone. Leave me off right here. So again Jody, he is repeating the same thing and he is saying that just leave me off right here. Alright, but you take it easy now, north here and east. So finally Melville, now finally he is convinced, now finally he is agreed with this thing and he is saying that okay, alright, but just be careful, but you have to take it very easy. And next he is giving some of the instructions to Jody and he is saying that north here and east, right? So they are in between of a very dense forest. So जब हम forest में होते हैं so obviously जो डायरेक्शंस होती हैं उनको आइडेंटिफाई करना इतना इजी नहीं होता. सो नाउ Melville, he is giving some of the instructions just to help Jody to find the directions. So he is saying that that side is north and that side is east. There and there that tall pine makes a bearing. So now one more sign is there. So he is saying that you can identify all the directions. So let's say the meaning first. Makes a bearing means help to identify all the direction. So in that forest there was one tall pine tree was there. So in this picture we all can see this is a pine tree and all these trees are very tall. So such tall pine tree was also there in the forest. So with the help of that forest, now it was very easy to identify all the directions. So long, and yes, that pine tree was very long. So long Melville, I am obliged. So finally Jody, he is saying that okay, thank you so much Melville for all your help, for all the instructions. Now I will make the way by myself and now you can go back. He waited for the sound of the hooves to end, then cut to the right. So finally Melville, he is going back and Jody, now he is all alone there in the forest. So now when Melville, when he was going back, and we all know that he was riding back on a horse. So now he means Jody, he waited for the sound of the hooves to end. So what hooves means? So in this picture we all can see these are the legs of a horse and this part, this is known as hooves. ओके, सो नाउ जब भी हॉर्स चलते हैं तो राइट से जो हूव्स की आवाज़ आती है, सो नाउ जॉडी वॉज वेटिंग कि वो आवाज़ कब फाइनली एंड हो जाए. वाई, वॉट इट मीन्स वो चाहता था कि मिलविल जब पूरी तरह से वहाँ से चला जाए, वो बहुत दूर चला जाए, जब तक हूव्स की आवाज़ आनी बंद ना हो जाए. टिल दैट टाइम जॉडी ही वेटेड देयर ओनली एंड देन फाइनली ही कट टू द राइट. सो फाइनली व्हेन ही वाज श्योर कि मिलविल अब जा चुका है, वो यहाँ नहीं है एंड ही इज ऑल अलोन हियर, देन फाइनली ही मूव्ड अहेड एंड नाउ ही कट टू द राइट. The scrub was still, and yes, there were so many scrubs, so many bushes were there, small plants were there, and everything was still, no movements was there. Only his own crackling of twigs sounded across the silence. So in the forest there was a deep silence, right? बिल्कुल भी आवाज़ नहीं थी वहाँ पे, and the only sound that was there, it was of his own crackling of twigs. So वहाँ पे बहुत सारी जो twigs थी वो गिरी हुई थी. So when Jody, when he was moving, when he was walking, और उसके पैरों से कोई भी जो twigs थी वो crack हो जाती थी. So that crackling sound of twigs was there, and it was the only sound that was there. Except that sound, in the forest there was a deep silence. He wondered for an instant if he had mistaken his direction. So now Jody, he is moving further, he is going ahead, and now for an instant means for 1 second, for one moment, Jody, he wondered, he was thinking that if he had mistaken his direction, right? Because उसको थोड़ा सा डाउट होता है कि कहीं उसने गलत डायरेक्शन तो नहीं ले ली, कहीं उसने गलत टर्न तो नहीं ले लिया, कहीं वो फॉरेस्ट में लॉस्ट तो नहीं हो गया है. So yes, he is a very brave, very smart boy, and he just wanted to find the fawn, and he is all alone there. He was moving ahead, and for 1 second, for one moment, he was having this doubt in his mind that if he had mistaken his direction. Then a buzzard rose in front of him and flapped into the air. So now Geordie, when he was having this doubt in his mind, so at that time one buzzard was there. So buzzard means, in this picture we all can see, buzzard is a kind of a bird and it is a very large, very huge bird. और generally जो birds होती हैं, they are like vultures को भी हम सबको पता है क्या करते हैं. These kinds of bird, they feed on the animal dead body. So such kind of bird, that is buzzard, that was there. So suddenly one buzzard was there and that buzzard rose in front of Geordie and then that buzzard flapped into the air. He came into the clearing under the oaks, and now finally Geordie, he came into the clearing that was there under the oaks trees. So now there were so many oaks trees, and under those oaks tree again there was some part that was being cleared. So now finally Geordie, he reached that place. Buzzards sat in a circle around the carcass of the doe, and yes, this was the place where finally they killed the doe, right? और उन्हें डो का जो लीवर है, जो हार्ट है, those part, yes, they used those organs, they used, but the entire body was still lying there. So this was the reason that there were so many buzzards, there were so many birds like this there, and all the buzzards, they were sitting making a circle around the carcass of the doe. Carcass means dead body of the animal. So yes, dead body of the doe that was lying there, and all the buzzards, all the birds, they were sitting making a circle. And why they were there? Because they just wanted to eat the dead body of the doe. They turned their heads on their long scrawny necks and hissed at him. So now when all the buzzards, all the birds, when they noticed Geordie, when they realized this thing that Geordie was also there and he was coming nearer and nearer, then all the buzzards, they turned their heads, okay, on their long scrawny necks. Scrawny means unattractively thin. So all the buzzards, they are having very thin necks, okay. So all the buzzards, they turned their heads on their scrawny necks and then they made a sound, then they hissed at him, because obviously Geordie's presence was disturbing them, right? They were enjoying their meal and Geordie was there, and Geordie's presence was disturbing their fun time, their dinner time, or we can say their meal time. So they were very much annoyed, and this was the reason they hissed at Geordie. And in this picture we can see these are the oak tree, right? So such kind of oak trees were there, and under those oak tree there was one clearing, and in that clearing there was the dead body of the doe. Clear? He threw his bow at them and then flew into an adjacent tree. So now finally Geordie, he was having one bow. Bow means we can say one of the branch. So he was holding one of the branch in his hands. So now finally he threw his branch at them, all the buzzard that was sitting making a circle. So now he threw one branch and then all the buzzards, they flew into an adjacent tree. Adjacent means a nearby. So जो वहाँ पे nearby tree था, सारे buzzard जो है वो उस ट्री पे फ्लू करके चले जाते हैं. द सैंड शोड लार्ज कैट प्रिंट्स बट द बिग cats killed fresh and they had left the doe to the carrion bird. So now Geordie, he noticed one more thing. So what was that? He noticed that in the sand there were large cat prints. It means वहाँ पे एक large cat भी था. So what large cat means? We all know that lion, leopard, panther, they all are big cat, or we can say large cats. So yes, there were footprints of some large cats also, but this is a fact that all the big cats, they killed only fresh animals and never ever they eat any dead body. So this was the reason that they had left the dead body of the doe to the carrion birds. So what carrion birds means? Carrion birds means birds who feed on carcasses. So this thing we have discussed already, that buzzard, vultures, these all birds are in the category of carrion birds. It means always they feed on the dead bodies of animals. So now Geordie, he noticed this thing that yes, one big cat was also there because footprints were there, but he was also aware with this thing that never ever the big cats, they eat something of like dead body of some other animal. So finally they left this doe for all the carrion birds. He parted the grass at the place where he had seen the fawn. So now Geordie, still he was having only one thing in his mind, still he just wanted to find the fawn. So yes, still he was moving ahead and ahead. So now he parted the grass. Parted means to move. So now all the grass, or we can say the scrub that were there on the way, so he parted, he moved the grass at the place where he had seen the fawn. So yes, he was able to identify the place, he was able to recognize the place where he first noticed the fawn, and he was moving into that direction. It did not seem possible that it was only yesterday, and now Geordie, he was unable to believe on this thing that all these things happened a day before only. The fawn was not there, and when finally Geordie, when he reached to that place, he was unable to find the fawn. Fawn was not there. He circled the clearing. So Geordie, he was still trying to find the fawn. So he started to walk, and he was making one circle around the clearing. There was no sound, no sign. So yes, Geordie, he was trying a lot, he was making all his efforts, but still he was having no success, and he was having no sound and no sign was there. The buzzards clacked their wings, impatient to return to their business, and all the buzzards who were sitting on the tree now, so now they were clacking their wings. Clack means again to move. So now they were moving their wings, they were flapping their wings, they were clacking their wings. Why? Because they were so impatient to return to their business. And what business writer he is talking about here? The business to enjoy the meal. So they were having the meal in front of them, the dead body of the doe was lying in front of them, and still because of Geordie's presence they were unable to enjoy the meal. So now they were very much impatient, they just wanted to eat the doe. So now one more time they clacked their wings, they moved their wings, right, कि कैसे भी करके जो Geordie है वो वहाँ से चला जाए, so that they will be able to enjoy the dead body of the doe. He returned to the spot where the fawn had emerged and dropped on all fours, studying the sand for the small hoof prints. So Geordie, still he is very much desperate, and he is actually trying very hard to find the fawn, to trace any sign of the fawn. So now finally he returned to the spot where the fawn had emerged. Emerged means came. So where the fawn first time he came. So finally Geordie, he returned to that place again, and then now he dropped on all fours. So what it means to drop on all fours means, all fours means two hands and two legs. So like in this picture we all can see this is a boy, and he is walking with the help of his two hands and two legs. So this particular position is known as to drop on all fours, right. So जो अब Geordie है वो इस तरह की पोजीशन में वहाँ पे बैठ जाता है. Why? Because now he was studying the sand, right. वहाँ पे जो sand थी, so now he was studying, now he was examining, now he was looking very carefully in the sand. Why? Because he just wanted to trace the small hoof prints. Okay, so now यहाँ पे जो small hoof prints है वो किसके होंगे? fawn के होंगे. So now when he was having no sound, no sign of that fawn, so finally he dropped on all fours, and now he was studying, or we can say he was examining, he was looking very carefully in the sand just to see the foot marks of the fawn, or we can say just to have the small hoof prints in the sand, so that उसको आइडिया हो पाए कि अगर fawn यहाँ नहीं है, so यहाँ से वो किस डायरेक्शन में गया होगा, so that he will follow to that direction. So now he was sitting on the sand in that position, and now he was looking for the footprints, now he was looking for the small hoof prints. The night's rain had washed away all tracks except those of cat and buzzards, but last night it was raining. So like last night rain was there, and because of the rain everything just washed away, and now on the sand there were the tracks of only the cat, the big cat, and only of the buzzards that were still there, right. So Geordie, he was trying very hard. Finally when he was sitting on the sand just to have some hoof prints of that phone. Again he was unable to have. Why? Because yesterday night it was raining, and because of the rain water, everything just washed away. So yes, one more time he failed, and still he was having no sign of that phone. But yes, Jody, he is very much desperate, he is very much eager, and he actually wanted to have the phone, he actually wanted to find the phone. Okay, so what will happen next? And finally Jody, will he be able to find the phone? We will come to know in the next video, and we will complete reading with art chapter in the next video. So see you in the next video. Thank you.